What's up, what's up, what's up? So you have caught me. Yes, we're about to dive in. So okay, so there's a lot of things going on. And I was thinking maybe I should put this in video form and then release this one. And then come back on to live for a reading. So I think that's what I'm going to do, okay? Now, what we are talking about tonight can be somewhat controversial for some. Okay, some people may not want this information out. I'm not saying if it is or it's not, but this is what I have stumbled upon. Okay, this is what I have came into when I started thinking about the things we are seeing in the images and how much of a kind of a trickster path it can be. Are we being tricked? Are we being fooled? Are we being manipulated? Is there things working against us that can help us break out of this, quote unquote, the matrix? Okay, so I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's dive deep. Got a lot to say. Okay, so let's dive deep and see what I have discovered. Okay, so welcome. Come on in. I'm so glad you're here. We're changing things up. We're doing things differently. Welcome to B.T.E, Big Times Entertainment. All right, I am your host, Big Time. If you have not met me before, welcome. Come on in. Join the family. Okay, we either here on TikTok, YouTube, and you can catch me at other social media websites. Okay, I'll make sure I have it all pinned all around, or whichever way. Okay, so yes, thank you for joining me tonight. Okay, so I thought I was like, okay, I was gonna go live with this, but then I was like, maybe I should do video form with this one. Okay, so I'm just going with what I'm guided with spiritually. Okay, I'm going with what is guiding me. Okay, so let's jump right into this. So I was like, what the hell? What is the difference between the seal and the sigil? Because I always refer back to the Bible, okay, before my previous training, okay, previous programming, okay, it was about the Bible, and it was like, okay, the seal. So I always kept wondering, what seal are we on? Well, in order to know what seal you're on, you got to really know what the seal is. Now, you can cross-reference this into the Bible, into the book of Revelations. If you would like to do so, that's fine with me, okay? But I wanted to go more into the esoterics of it, okay, if you will. Okay, some might find it to be weird. I don't know. But it was interesting. And with this, I have found a lot. Okay, now, there's features, there's a primary use, there is a history behind it, and I want you to check this out. I want you to check this out for yourself. Okay, and the nature of it, okay? Now, this is what I was getting for each one, okay? For the seals and the sigils, okay? And I asked some questions, okay? As I was doing my research, as I was digging, I had to ask these questions. What questions was those you asked me? I thought you never asked. Okay, so my questions were, what are they used for, okay? And how do they work? What are they used for and how do they work? Okay, now the features of a sigil. Now I'm going to sigils first, and then we're going to seals. And then we'll see how it gets mangled and twisted, okay? Now, from what I've been learning through time, there has been a difference between sigils and seals. And yes, it has been cult and occulted, okay? But things have gotten mangled within the propaganda of media that has come out to what scare people, okay, to what confuse them on what actually each sigil or seal is, what's its power, and how it works. Okay, so with that, I also wanted to research what is its primary use. Okay, now for a sigil, it's for manifestation and will. Now, sigils are more personal, okay? These are the more internal things that you hold the power of, okay? And you can say mantras for. Get that. You can say mantras for. Affirmations, like I am abundant. Okay, let's rewind. Start again. Okay, so the primary use is for manifestation and will. Okay, now let's get to the history of it. The history behind sigils is popularized by Austin Osman. Okay, Spare. His name was Austin Osman Spare. Now, I wanted to look him up. I wanted to look up the book. I wanted to see if I could take a picture of it and post it for you about right somewhere around here. Okay, so as I do that, I want you to look it up because this is where it gets interesting to me because it says chaos magic. And I said, oh, shit. Shit. Guys, all this time. Okay. No. Okay. Now let's keep going. Okay. Now the nature of a sigil, okay, is fluid. It's a creative usually destroyed after its use. It's fluid and it's creative, but it's usually destroyed after its use, okay? Origin modern is like modern chaos magic, okay? 20th century-ish. Holy guacamole. I said, what? What are you talking about? This is important. Okay. Now, in the occult practice, a sigil is an internal, as I was saying, and it comes from your own mind and to change your own reality. So that is a force that you can use to change your own reality, or as they say in the Matrix, bend your reality, right? This is a sigil. Okay. Now this can also act as a digital talisman. Now, if you know a little something about a talisman, they like, humps and what? All right. Now, digital talisman. I said we hitting a whole nother level of things that we're not even really realizing what we're coming into. My people. Oh my goodness. Fam bam. I said, oh, okay. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. So now we diving deep, okay? Okay, so the fundamental of the sigils, okay? These are personalized symbols, okay? They're very personalized symbols created to represent a specific intent, desire, or goal, okay? They function as a coded message to manifest a result. I said, what? You know what? Is this how these motherfuckers wouldn't game up on us? Is this how they really gamed up on us like this? I said, oh, snap. Okay. So, an example. This is a quick and easy example I could give you as an sigil. A flag. Yes. Yeah, I'll wait. I know you like, wait. Wait. A flag. Now, stay with me. Stay with me to part 2. Okay, we're going to have to break this up in 2 parts because I know I need to save on my memory. You know how we'll be going. So we're going to come back and we're going to jump back in and then we're going to mesh this all together and have that overview of what's really going on and how we can use this, okay? So what we did, we just went over sigils, okay? We went over the modern chaos magic. And I want you to do a little something. I left you with a little homework, okay? To look up Austin Osman Spare, okay? That's who popularized these sigils, okay? So we're going to be moving on to seals. And hey, Thank you for being here with me. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to be here with your girl. And that's why I love you. Because what other time is the right time but big times time? Come on in and circumvent that time with me. I love y'all. Peace.